Happy Monday to all those single parents out there. I come to you in hope. I come to you with joy, and I come to you with understanding. The one thing I'd like to acknowledge today is past trauma. Past trauma is something that we all have, and it might have led to where we're currently at, because it's hard to accept good things if we don't love ourselves. It's hard to accept good things if we're constantly thinking about the past. And it doesn't even come out in the way of the past. It comes out in the way of like actions that happen. Like I struggle with anger. And I remember I was taking a trip with my partner and my kids, and we were already running late, and my son threw up. And instead of being a very calm and compassionate person, I got really mad because I felt like we're already late and this happens. My son likes to draw when we drive, and he gets car sick. So it was something that I felt like he kind of knew. However, he is 5 at that moment, and it's not his fault, So I am working towards going through an anger management program, because I know that my past trauma has a tendency to come out in my daily actions. And I think that we all have trauma, and trauma loves trauma. So it was just continuously building up in our relationships. Not saying that you are bad, or not saying that they are bad, or anything like that. I'm just saying that, like, when it comes to us and when it comes to growing as people, we need to like understand those key components that really just like flip us on. And in that, like, it's okay to express anger, and it's okay to express frustration, and it's okay to express yourself in that context. However, we really, as an adult, need to hone in on how we can be better at how we express it, or if we need to take a walk, or if we need to like do a decompressing, or like there's so many things that we could do differently. And I don't think that we're all to blame for this divorce, but I do think that we are part of a situation that has made this very difficult for us. And it's not necessarily your fault. It isn't. It's how we were raised, and it's our parents and how they reprimanded us, and that's hard. That's a hard realization to come to, because we're not bad people. We work really hard for the other partner. We work really hard for our kids. We work really hard to bring food to the table and put money in the account and like buy a house, or try and spend money on having fun. But over time, it just kind of wears on us like a timing belt, right? And a timing belt in a car, if you don't fix it, the car's done. The car is shot. And the car was already damaged, right? And we got into a situation where we thought it could be changed by growing with somebody else, or acknowledging that we have a few issues. However, we're going to just bury them deep down and not worry about them. But unfortunately, there's no easy access to that until we really look internally. And in that, like, it's fair. It's totally fair. And it's a bummer that we got to the place we are now. And I'm not saying it's all our fault, but I am saying that, like, acknowledging the past trauma of your inner child, the little you, that's something that you can look at and be like, it wasn't your fault. It really wasn't. And I hope whoever's listening can take that in, because we're not necessarily at fault for past trauma, but we are at fault for how we've dealt with it. And that's the hard part about being an adult. I hope all is well, and keep growing.